Hi, this is Nikita Coutinho Johnson and this is my husband Ronnie Johnson. So I always wanted a caring husband who would support me in every stage of my life, whether it's professionally, mentally and emotionally. And most of these expectations, you have on your partner, but the most important thing is that what you bring to the table. It's not only your expectations from your partner, but how you also meet your partner's expectations that matter the most. And you would like to go next?
Okay. So my expectations from marriage was to find someone who would walk toe to toe with me through all the challenges. I understand that life is never easy. It's never fair, and you need a partner who has your back, who supports you, and who at the lowest of the lowest times of your life tells you that we are going to make this happen. We will fight. We will definitely go through these trials and tribulations, and we'll come out victorious. And I'm lucky to say I found a partner who does that time and again. She reminds me that this is not it. We need to get better and better with each passing day. We strive to be the best version of ourselves every single day. We are newly married, so we have small challenges which we overcome and we go on to the next challenge. It can be a small thing like getting up in the morning and making coffee for your partner, and it can also be going grocery shopping together. It can be washing clothes together, going shopping together, setting up a house together, and every challenge is an adventure for us. And my expectations from this marriage are coming out beautifully.
Hi everyone, I'm Sydney.
Hi everyone, I am Iola Sequeira.
As our marriage journey, we have covered 30 plus years, Iola.
Sydney always loses track of dates, whether it's anniversaries or birthdays, and I am the one who's always reminding him. Yes, Sydney, it's 32 years to be precise.
Okay. We have two daughters. Both of them are married and living overseas. We as a family have always maintained good conversation, communication, and listening skills. Coming to the latter part of listening, I have actually graduated very quickly listening to 3 women in my family. As a family, we've always enjoyed family meals together. We've prayed together, we've attended church services together, and planned family vacations together.
True, there have been times when Sydney has returned late from work and we could not have dinner together, but definitely bonded over the weekend, over lunch, or over dinner. It's been the best time actually, but making sure the television is not blasting or the mobiles are not ringing. We've always made decisions together. Sydney and I have always made decisions and made sure we have been on the same page. Valuing our children's suggestions and also listening to them.
Towards these marriage years which have passed by, we have learned to be more patient, to be more loving, caring, sharing, and humble. Besides being united together as a family.
Truly, these values are so very important, and over the years we have built up as a family together. And I do totally believe that a family that prays together stays together.
I'm Sandra Kamekar. This is my husband Pradeep Kamekar.
Hi.
And we are married for the past 35 years. we got married in 1986, and when we got married, we had to speak to our families, and my in-laws accepted me wholeheartedly. My mom was a little nervous about how I would adjust in the family and things like that. The wedding went off beautifully. We were all busy with the marriage preparation and everything. But when we came home and we started settling down into our married life, then after a few months, you could say, the challenges started coming up because my in-laws were Maharashtrians. Their culture was different, mine was different, and for me to adjust, and they wanted me to be like them, and for me to communicate with them, plus start living the style that they were living, because we were in a joint family. There were certain functions where they would expect me to wear a sari, or they would expect me to do few rituals which I was not used to, and somewhere my faith was coming in the middle. I was wondering whether was I doing it right or wrong, and these were a few thoughts that came, and I was confused. And during the whole journey of our married beginning of a married life, somewhere I lost myself, because I was just trying to please everybody and doing things, that so much so that at a time I didn't know what was right and what was wrong. But all said and done, after a certain stage, I put a stop to it, and I started practicing my own religion and started doing things. And in that, this thing, before we got married, Pradeep and I, we both had sat down and discussed about our religion. And that's the time we decided that I will follow my religion and he will follow his. We both will not interfere with our religions. And we were free to do what we like. So when the children came along, we both sat down and spoke to each other. And as he was always on the rigs, and I would be most of the time with the children, and he was very happy that I would, we decided that we would baptize the kids and bring them up in the Christian faith. And most of the time he was also living in Colaba, where he grew up among all his Catholic friends. So he knew a lot about our religion and this thing, and he was happy. And the whole credit goes to him, because 100% he supported me in every aspect of bringing up the kids. Whether even if we had to go to church, he would make sure that he would iron the children's clothes and get them ready so that I could take them to church. There were small things which he always stood by me. Then when they grew up, and they had to have their communion, we did that. That's the time where the family accepted, and every function that we had for the children, they came. And during their confirmation, when my older son was being confirmed, that's the time we sat down and we spoke to him. We said, when you were a baby, we decided to baptize you. Now it is your choice, whether you want to be a Catholic or you would want to follow your father's way. So he turned on and said, no ma, I would like to follow the Christian religion and I would want to be a Catholic. The same thing we did with my younger son. Even when he was going to receive his confirmation, we sat down and spoke to him and we asked him, and he also said the same thing. So, but during our journey, as I said, we had our highs and lows. We went through different views and different points, even when it came to family matters and things like that. But we always sort of communicated. We spoke to each other about it. And today we have completed 35 years and we feel really good about it. And everything has worked out well for us by God's grace.
In the marriage life, husband and wife communication and trust, faith has to be very good and very good understanding to succeed your marriage life.
My name is Philomena D'Souza and I've been a widow for over 25 years. My children were quite young when their father expired, and initially my daughter, of course, automatically grew up within a few days. she was 18 years old. My son was 13, so it took a little time for it to sink in. And I did face difficulties with him because at one stage the teacher in the school called me to say that he's in the wrong company. And but I was lucky that they called me in time, and then I was able to take steps in the sense that I started spending more time with him. At the time when I became a widow, I was teaching in D.Y. Patil Medical College, and my husband was running a medical stores in Sector 10. So after he expired, he expired suddenly, and then I had to manage both my job at D.Y. Patil, and then I couldn't give up the shop immediately, so I had to manage that. So it was 2 and 3 jobs plus the housework. So it was a challenge trying to juggle all those 3 jobs together. So maybe somewhere down the line I neglected my son, and for that reason maybe he got to the wrong company. But at least the teachers were kind enough to let me know that, and I was able to then take him in hand and keep him with me and spend more time with him so that he would. And now today he's a wonderful person. So that's about my children. And my life also was difficult because when I wanted to give up my shop, there were people who came to ask me if they could rent it for really peanuts. So people do try to take advantage of you if you're alone. Of course, God gave me the strength and the courage, and prayer has always been my support all my life. Even before, because I grew up in Bandra, where the churches are very close, and we went regularly every day to church, in fact. So prayer has been my stronghold from the beginning to the end.
Hi friends, on this World Marriage Day, we unfortunately cannot have a celebration of sorts which we usually have outside our church compound or within a church compound. So instead our youth have very sweetly decided to make a short video on World Marriage Day, and I hope you all like it, enjoy it. And here's wishing each one of you a very happy World Marriage Day on behalf of the family cell, and also for the youth and everybody else a happy Valentine's Day as well. Thank you.